It's true. What was I just about to do? Oh, I needed to grab my character cards. And I already went over the housekeeping that, this is going to be our party size for a little bit. So if the other thing that I meant to mention, we haven't really talked about Tasha's much. But Tasha's does have some rules for, redoing your character class and some options for that if you guys, ever want to change your character class because things are now different than when you started. Definitely willing to take up some of those if anybody is interested. But that said, we are not going to have a Zeeth for a while, and we're not going to have a... we are going to have C's, okay? Let's keep that card in here. Who did we lose? Oh, I already took out the other one. Cool beans. Alright. And let's kick it off. Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is the Gladiators, Saga 1, Episode 21 of their campaign. It is our first campaign back from the break, which is going to be fun on a bun. Let's see, let's go with this. This seems like a good song. Or we'll go with this one instead. Here we go. But anyways, if you're under the age of 14 and you're watching this, please stop right now and consult your parents because you're going to see content that's inappropriate for you. And also, if you don't know what we're doing, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. It's a role-playing game, and everything you're going to see is live storytelling. Penultimately, this is the world of Ilderon. It is a world of our own homebrew creation, and you can Google search it to find more out about it. With that, let's jump into the recap. I don't even need the recap to recap the last session. Last session was a glorious combat slog. The the Lich, what is his name? Here we go. Lord Fallon Hozar, the Spore Lich. There, that was what type of lich she was. Lord Fallon Hozar besieged the town of Gia Kyphros that the gladiators were in. They were here to compete in an arena match, and he was making things rather difficult for the arena and commerce in the town to continue. After having his plan be revealed that he had infected many members of the government and city with a mind-altering fungus, he went for broke and tried to literally overthrow the government of picking up the tower and throwing it as far as he could. He sent two huge colossal fungal giants to rampage through three to rampage through the town and destroy as much of it as possible, while the party was busy spilling his secrets to the administrator of the Nazram forces here in town. The tower they were in was attacked by one of these creatures, King Konging off of the side of the building, punching through the walls and flinging members out of the tower into the great far plains of the island. That said, the party was able to run down the tower, evacuate as many people as they could, and trade blow for blow and crit for every other crit with this creature, and were able to kill the Colossus before it killed them. On the other side of town, there was another Colossus rampaging through the market square. Regis and... I think it was just Regis. Oh, XV. Yep, Regis and XV. Yep. Took down that creature as it was trampling a path down the lower road. And then the other creature was taken out by the Nazram forces with all of their siege equipment. From there, the party has earned a well-earned rest. I'm pretty sure we went back. We let you guys go to Betty Buys. That is actually what I need the recap for. Let's see where you guys slept at. Approaches, thanks to him, provides XP diamond necklace, made it to Lil Nagai.
A boat. We slept on a boat.
Oh, yeah, you guys slept on a boat. I was supposed to roll up this boat. I did not roll up this boat. I rolled up all of your combat. So, let's see. It's a good name for a boat.
Boat face.
The good ship Venus?
Spaceship Venus and Bodie Big Boat Face.
No, good ship Venus.
Good ship Venus. How about we go with the Good Joy?
The rolling wave.
We're gonna go with the Good Joy.
Killjoy.
Red Thunder. I don't know.
we're gonna go with the Good Joy. You guys are on the Good Joy, and I'm pretty sure it was a mercantile vessel. I'm not gonna give them any. You know what? I'll roll you guys a percentage chance. Easiest thing when I can't make a decision is just to take the decision away from me. I'm gonna say it's a 60% chance it's a mercantile vessel. Anything else?
Okay. Wait a second. With a name like Goodjoy, that boat had better be full of hookers.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was thinking the same
Or at least
thing.
booze or luxury items or something like that.
It is a mercantile vessel.
Get some, what was it, moon dust?
Maybe. All you guys know, they do have sleeping quarters, and they are more than happy to let you sleep on the ship and transport you wherever you want to go. They're very insistent upon not looking at the cargo. That's for them to pack and handle. But if
So
anybody
is there
asks,
actually-
they're helping you out, so...
Okay. Is there actually a gladiator arena left in this town? And are they going to try to do anything?
Yes, I actually was thinking on this pretty heavy as far as like where the gladiator arena was, and if it is left, it is on the higher side of town. So if you let me make sure I moved everybody to the right page, and I want this music on repeat. Why didn't that music repeat? Here we go.
I'm looking at Nazaram, so...
Yeah, if you look if you look in the center of this page, if you see kind of how the city kind of cascades into the seaside there, that's an inspiration image, but not really necessarily like the image. So this creature came through this path right here, and the arena would be kind of on this upper tier, overlooking the rest of the city, which would put it like somewhere in this area. And it would be feasible that the creature kind of was like on the low road, tromping down and destroying buildings and stuff, rather than destroying, the open fighting area of like the arena. So with that said, the arena does still exist, and this arena's name, well, it's part of the Fey Felon Circle. Let me open that page and make sure I have those notes open. Tonight, my brain was kind of beeline focused on the combat, and I just kind of like sat and made everything for that, and then always forgot there's the whole rest of the session that's always pleasant to have.
Wait, so we're going straight to the arena after the...
You guys don't have to. I just need my notes for myself.
Okay, because I was in the middle of trying to get...
You're breaking up a lot for me, Os. Is there anything you want to try like disconnecting and reconnecting?
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it might have been just the cord. I don't know. Anyway, I had been in the middle of trying to get my hammer enchanted.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I think I gave you a price for that. I think it was about 75 gold or 50 gold, and the people would do it for you. They can take care of it for you after the siege without interruption.
I would like to stop at the market and go bug hunting. I want to get a pet scorpion.
Okay.
Okay. So I'd since it's only 50 gold to enchant it, I'll pay an extra 50 for
An extra 50 for what? You cut out on the last word.
50 for a third enchantment since it's already enchanted once.
Okay, it is a +1, so I believe it can only have 2 on there.
Can I spend a loot point to make it like +2 so it can have an additional
it's no, it's going to be more than just a loot point.
I have 3.
Yeah, it's going to be about 10.
Oh.
Hold on, I can look at it. Yes, +2 weapons normally cost tens of thousands of gold. But let me look at what I have it priced at. Alright, so for a +2 weapon, it's 2 heroic loot points.
Yeah,
which puts it at about 6-ish thousand gold. But for, loot points worth, it comes to 4,000.
Yeah, okay, so then never mind, just the one enchantment, and I had already paid him for message.
Okay. And you were changing it to fire, I believe, on there. Again, I can't really hear you. I'm so sorry.
Hang on.
Yeah. I'm hearing every other word, but I'm assuming you were just agreeing with the fire change.
I wasn't changing it. I was adding. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna, if you look at the loot table, so you're not gonna be able to add anything to it. It can only have that one enchantment on it right now. Because it is a +1 weapon. At +2 it gets 2, and then +3 it gets 3 slots.
If he has 3, I'm happy to give 4 loot points for me if other people are willing to toss 1, or maybe steal the loot points from the people that have already left the party. I don't know if that's kosher, but I'd like to have Regis be an even heavier hitter.
Well, I can go without 2 points.
Well, it's gonna take 20 because it's 2 heroic loot points. I just looked up the price.
Holy Jesus. I like you off, but not quite that much.
That's okay.
I guess you get a little bit of a refund though. That's nice.
But yeah, you can change the infusions on it. You can change it from lightning to fire if you want, or to frost, or anything else that is available to you.
Get it changed every time I wanted it to, right?
You want to change it? You're asking what it takes to change it each time?
I'm saying I would have to go back to an enchanter if I wanted to switch it between fire and lightning again.
Yes, this is also something you can learn how to do on your own. So the way I've explained this before to people, if you were to think of this as, let's say magic weapons are, you know, a cup or a bottle. The magic, when you make them magical, they fill up consistently. They are always refilling. What the infusion system is basically the flavor of the liquid. So you can learn how to flavor it, you know, as lemon lime, or you can learn how to flavor it as Arctic blue, or you can learn how to flavor it as the different things. But the potency and the amount, you know, is determined by, you know, the weapon producing it. So the infusion system, you're just editing the aura. You're altering the aura that magic item's producing, which, you know, might then change the way its damage is manifesting. That said, the item to do this, it's an infusion kit, and the infusion kit does come with recipes, and you can get and learn more recipes.
And waste my gold, you know, paying someone to do it.
All right. If you're just talking to this merchant back and forth, he does have one spare infusion kit on him. He'll sell it to you for 65 gold, or you can spend 1 loot point on it.
I'll use the gold.
Okay. You can add an infusion kit to your inventory. It comes with 2 recipes. So I will give you both fire and lightning. The infusion kit is a large gemstone, a spell book, and I forgot the other items in there. But hold on, I've got the weight on a different page. Doesn't weigh that much. You're a barbarian. Neglect the weight. If Regis is encumbered, there's a problem.
I was gonna say.
Alright, and you can learn more recipes by adding them to the book that comes with it.
Okay. And I'm guessing ingredients for the infusions costs are separate?
Yeah, they're gonna work like spell components, where you can expend gold whenever you're in a place that's reasonably to do so, and instead, you know, assume you're acquiring the spell components and using that of just like, oh, I need, you know, this type of leaf ground up and this type of thing, all totaling up X amount of gold, and you just spend the gold instead.
Okay, that works.
All right.
Can I buy my scorpion?
Yes, I actually rolled for the scorpion, and I'm assuming you guys are doing this at night.
I'm doing it right after the attack.
Yeah. So as everybody's, you know, going to rest, Brewbark, you don't have to worry about going into the market to buy a scorpion. As you are getting off the Good Joy, and you are Good Joy to go find one, and you let, you know, like one of the sailors know. It just so happens that they have one on board that they're willing to part with.
Alright, and what's it gonna cost me?
Let's see. I've got livestock priced on here, so let's just try and find the closest value we can. It is not a chicken. It's not a sheep. It's not a cow.
Chicken's closest so far.
Can I get a cow scorpion? Like
Can you get a cow scorpion? If only. You know, it does produce semi-useful reagents. I'm gonna say they'll part with this thing for 15 gold. It is not trained.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry.
Dude wants a scorpion. Alright. Go ahead and give him one.
I told you getting a scorpion was a good idea.
Just make sure they don't give you an 80s metal hairband.
They're going to go into the cargo hold, tell you to wait outside. One person comes back out with the box, and he's going to open the lid. You can look down inside of it, and you'd see there is a scorpion. I guess it would be... I don't even know. Are they, like, aggressive? It probably... as the lid opens, would try and like snap, but it's down at the bottom of the box, and then he closes it up and says, "All right, all yours." You hand him the gold. He is going to take it.
How much gold do I own?
15.
I'd like to do a persuasion and see if he'll part with him for 10.
Okay. Go ahead and go for it. You don't have advantage on the check. But he'll shake his head and say, "Nah, but I can let go of it for 8 ruby pieces."
I'll stick with the 15 gold.
Alright. You are able to acquire one tiny creature scorpion, and I believe the statistics for which are in the monster manual. I'm not even going to search it. Or I'm not even going to pull up my monster manual. I'm just going to search it. Let's see.
I'll give you a heads up on why I got this scorpion. So his name's Spike, by the way. Spike is going to be made into a gigantic scorpion in our next fight.
Alright. It's got 1 HP.
Hopefully you'll be able to train it before then, so it doesn't just start attacking everybody willy-nilly.
I've already done animal friendship, and the way that the spell works, the scorpion will follow verbal commands and attack on turn, like I tell it to. So.
Alright. I'm going to make a folder called Companions and put it in there, and I will make sure you guys can see this.
So now we're getting pets now.
Alright.
Spiked scorpion.
Yes, Spike the Scorpion. If he hits, he deals 1 piercing damage.
Okay, he has a plus 2 to hit.
I guess I should roll up a personality for him.
Nah.
Yeah, how aggressive is he?
You don't need to know that.
It is worth noting who he's going to snap at and who he's not.
Everybody.
Spike is a compassionate scorpion who is currently mournful to be leaving his boat behind. With his favorite sin is gluttony.
He likes food and he's upset that he had to leave his nice box.
Yeah.
But when he's a giant scorpion, he gets 3 attacks and deals a heck of a lot of damage. So,
I mean, that's if he doesn't die before then.
I think his HP would go up as well.
I mean, he... How much health does he have?
1.
He has 1 hit point.
How much health would he have when he's giant?
52.
I feel like there should be a midpoint as well, not just going from 1 hit point to 52. There should be a mid-evolution point that,
If it was making a large scorpion, then yeah, but it's making a giant scorpion.
So what
Giant
are
scorpions are much cooler.
what are you planning to do to make him a giant scorpion? Because a giant scorpion is a creature stat block. But
I've got the spell. I'll post it in the group. I'll post it in the thing real quick.
okay, because then large reduce would not. Let's see. You transform 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, 1 scorpion range into giant versions of their natural form. Okay, yes, that would. I was just making sure it wasn't like enlarge reduce, and it's just like
Enlarge.
It's not just because he's big doesn't mean he's no giant scorpion. But that, yes, I am familiar with that one.
He's going to be scary.
Become big boy scorpion.
Yeah, just don't lose concentration. It'll just get squished.
You'll get all the bitches.
All right, I'm gonna pull the giant scorpion thing into the journal just so I have that available to me whenever needed.
Oh, I see the symbol for it. Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah, I have to drag it out of the compendium in order for it to be available. All right.
I mean, so we're currently on a boat right now?
Yeah, you guys are docked in the harbor.
Okay.
It is gently rocking. You are able to sleep here. You each have quarters.
So that means we shouldn't come a knocking.
Yeah. That said, does anyone want to do anything before I fast forward to the next day?
Nah, just drink as much alcohol as I can handle.
I want to fast forward to the next day.
Okay. We are going to move forward. So it was currently the 31st of Scholar. After taking some time to lick your wounds and Caesar's case repair your wounds, you are able to wake up on the 32nd of, the 32nd of Noble. 32nd of Noble. I would say let's get some weather die going here.
I need to step away for a moment, so I'm going to go ahead and mute.
Okay. Little bit cloudy, little bit windy, but overall temperature-wise, a pretty pleasant day. You guys are able to start your day in Geokyphros. It is a gray, mournful day, mirroring Spike's temperament as you guys step off of, unfortunately, the Good Joy. With that, I think Tayden is going to head towards... she's going to be the first up and say, alright, I'm going to head towards the arena and let them know we're going to fight in this afternoon's matches. I've already had the spot reserved, and I look forward to both of our victories.
I'm gonna go with Taden.
All right. She goes off to do mostly not bureaucratic, but boring ledger stuff.
Well, like, I'm not the most entertaining person either, so I feel like it's valid.
The whole time you guys are walking, Tayden continues to unload her thoughts to XV of just like, God, it's so wild that the city was infected, and had we not even came here, who knows what would have happened. Don't you think that's crazy? Then
XV stares at her and nods along.
Alright, Tayden and XV head to the arena. If anybody wants to do anything, you are welcome to. You guys have an idea of who the champion is of this city? But you guys don't know much else about them. Otherwise, you guys can head into the arena and just see how your luck plays out for you.
I'm cool with arena.
Yeah.
I'm ready to die today.
Ready to die today. Fair. If anything, you should have died yesterday.
Fair.
How long do we have before we're actually likely to be fighting? Actually, we don't know yet. We still got it in order and things.
Yeah, the arena match is the afternoon, but
Okay.
shouldn't be anything for us to skip past that if you guys are just kind of prepping and getting ready for your day.
I mean, I want to talk to our party and be like, do you guys think we should be fighting the day after we almost died?
Yes.
Yes.
What the heck kind of question is that?
I don't know. It seems like we're knocking on
Tempting
death's
fate?
door. Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, I feel okay. Just some nicks here and there, but good enough to continue.
Okay.
But
Do you
I
feel like it would be, say, more interesting or or do you feel like it would be less interesting for the crowd to see a slightly beat up gladiator that just saved the town the previous day? Or do you think you should go out there all shiny and looking like you've, had a week's rest at a spa?
I mean, I guess it's for the fans, you know.
Well, it's probably going to do us good for the favor of the crowd, for us to look just a little rough around the edges.
I feel like we could maybe amp up the crowd a little bit if we practice the performance as our little entrance. Maybe a little acrobatics. And then we'd have advantage on our acrobatics on performance or / performance for that.
Well,
anyone else interested in that?
Having a good entrance is good. I'm not acrobatic.
I'll
You
leave
could
that
always,
back.
throw someone.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you guys.
I mean, if you guys are all in agreement to do it today, I guess we have no issues then. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. That's all.
Yeah, I'm good with today. But, I'm used to being a soldier where you fight when either you get orders or you get attacked. You don't get to choose when those times are. You rest up as best you can and keep going.
But see, that's where it's changed now. We're gladiators. We can choose when and when not to fight.
Kind of.
I'm just saying you don't have
No.
to fight every single day.
No, but when the exhibition is happening, when the event is on, you got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to make the money, and that's when you're going to need to fight and put on a good show and everything else. So you kind of don't get to choose. You maybe can skip out, but it depends on whether or not you need to, if you've got some money saved up, or if you need to get out there and fight so you've got money to buy food with or whatever you need. I mean, when I eat hand grease, it ain't cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to happen. Otherwise, I'm just kind of flailing around with these sort of crappy clubs, and he flops his hand around.
I mean,
The joints get stuck, and you can't grab anything then. It's useless.
Well, how do you think we should enter today? We were talking about that just a while ago. Are we going to have like a planned entrance, or?
I think we could probably just be very thematic and extra, just a little extra. We don't necessarily have to be super bouncing around. We could just be conscious of what we're doing and maybe give us a little extra crowd favor.
Well, consider the fact that this is not just a new town that we're nobodies in. Okay, we have a massive amount of reputation in this town right now.
I mean, not everyone necessarily knows who we are, though. Even though we say town and all that.
Well, then maybe announce it.
I'm not really good at public speeches.
Do we have
Doesn't
anyone
seem-
that's good at public speaking, or I don't feel like we'd be the ones announcing ourselves, but
I guess we would let the announcer know ahead of time.
I should hope that they know that's their job, but yeah, we should definitely tell them in case they're not clear on it. I mean, I know how to put on a bit of a show.
Maybe we should go to the stadium sometime beforehand to just make sure we have everything in order. Then
Oh, we should have gone with Tayden then.
I know we didn't have to go right then there though.
Well, let's get caught up then. Come on.
Okay.
all right, sounds good.
Can we stop by somewhere to quickly grab a drink or two? Yeah.
Better now than 5 minutes before we go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys would be able to, if you wanted. Coming right off the docks, there is that place you guys first stayed at. That's right there. It is. Come on, Brandon. You just saw it in your notes. Shining Lad Tavern at the docks.
Okay. Well, Talutu, you better be functional, or else I'm going to use you as a club.
Tumbutu, I think you were able to get ale or wine here. They had both available.
I'm gonna get some ale.
I'll do an ale with him.
All right, it's a parties for a gallon. It's 2 silver pieces. How I guess they'd serve it in a miniature keg for you, and if you give them an additional 2 silver, you'll be able to keep the wooden.
I would just fill up my own flask.
Okay. Yeah, 2 silver, and you can get enough to fill up a couple flask and bottles.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah. I never know whenever I'm gonna run out of alcohol, so I always keep nice stock.
Okay. Now, I had to just Google search something. They would have a type of bottled alcohol here if you wanted to buy several of those. It would be mead, which is a little fancier than ale, but I would say for 8 copper, you can get a bottle of mead.
Nah, I never had a taste for mead.
Fair enough. Tumbutu is a high-class alcoholic. It's just like, Ronnie, you're ruining our life. It's just like, shut up and pass me my Chardonnay, Anne. Alright, let's keep moving. You guys are going to head towards the arena, and we'll call this cliff top. As you guys get here, you can see the arena overlooks one of the lower roads. Construction is fresh upon that road, or is fresh upon the buildings that have been destroyed on that road. Most people are rather the construction's going along the aqueducts and the well of getting that just kind of repaired, so everybody here has access to clean water. Heading up into the actual structure of the arena and the amphitheater that surrounds it, you can see many people are gathered here today for this event.
How early are we to the event?
You're a good measure early. You're about 3 to 4 hours early, but that doesn't mean that people aren't already waiting eagerly or excitedly. There's a thing that people do, and tailgating. There we go.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, there would be people kind of gathering around here, just kind of an excitement that it's going to happen.
With the I assume it's just the three of us right now because we didn't meet up with Aiden yet and Oscar.
Yeah, you guys would catch up with the tail end of Taden and XV if you rush towards the arena after your purchases.
Does anyone
again,
want to do a little performance with everyone there? Rack up a little money on the way?
Okay. There's a bit of fanfare leading into the arena of just, different vendors set up, people selling food, people gathered in groups talking as the processions will, begin later today. You guys are going to spot Taden and XV at a stand, and Taden is going to be buying some provisions from it, just talking with XV and just say, and when I was considering my life choices of following the spoken wills, there is a certain pressure put on from our society upon all Dorai that you have to fulfill a responsibility, and I just didn't know if that responsibility was one that I wanted, but the more, oh look, our friends are there, and she'll turn and look towards the party, gesturing them over. After completing her purchase with the vendor, she'll walk over to everyone and she'll say, you might notice there's one missing from our ranks. Last night I had a conversation with Zeeth. He escaped the camps he was in to explore the world, and after almost having that opportunity taken from him, he's decided to part for safer waters. This wasn't the life for him. But in any case, in his absence, I want to make sure that you're all well cared for. And she'll start handing out a bottle to everybody. Everybody, you can add 1 healing potion to your inventory.
Yay.
And here I thought you were going to get in the arena with us for a second there.
She is going to shake her head and say, if I never have to harness my god's magic for harm again, it would be a life far happier than one I deserve. These healing potions, by the way, are going to heal for 1d4 plus 1, I believe.
Oh, the small one.
But everybody has one. There are 5 to go around.
And, these are to just be used when people are in grave danger of dying.
Doesn't when you feel like it's necessary and useful.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I guess it's best to have one when you're trying to get somebody up off the ground, but
oh no, I've been cut by a sword.
well, I'm pretty sure we don't have any whiny bitches left in here.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
Dragon's Pit. That was the name of this place. Dragon's Pit Arena.
Hey, Taden, we had a question, potential, something we wanted done before we get in there. Did you get a chance to talk to the announcer? Tell them about us, so they know how to announce us properly.
Sonali?
I don't know who it is. I'm asking about the announcer. If the name is Sonali, then it's Sonali. I don't know.
She'll nod and say, Sonali knows you're competing today, but I didn't give her anything further than further than announcements we used in the past.
Wait, did we travel to the other island, city, whatever?
This is the other island city, whatever.
Yes. You guys have fought in the Soromangan arena, and you're now fighting in the Gia Kaifros arena.
Because the original one got canceled.
We're still in the place where we fought the giants.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that was the point there.
City that was vying for the Coliseum, and I wasn't sure if the Coliseum
in the
had
original
moved
city.
there.
It did
Or
not
what?
move there.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I'm looking for my notes on your guys' last announcement for Paid in Blood, but I had it written down. But yeah, she'll run it over with you guys, and if you want to change it any, you can let her know.
Okay. I just want to make sure she mentions the whole, yes, we fought the giant sport thingies or whatever they're calling those things. Fought the giants and won. That one.
Well, the Colossi.
Yeah, Colossi. I like that.
What's a Colossi?
Tayden's going to thin her smile and say, "Should we mention that? That really seems like beating our chests."
This
What
is exactly where
gladiators
you beat
do.
your chest.
This is where we gain more respect. Cause strike fear into our enemies' hands, eyes, and hearts.
She'll nod and say, "About Paid in Blood, defenders of life and glory, fighters of fungus."
How about
Actually, not the long.
Colossi? I don't know about fighters of fungus. I mean, it's alliterative, which is great, but I don't know. That makes it sound like we stomped on mushroom people or something. Little ones.
Well, we did at first.
Not little ones. They
How
were
about
at least,
Crusher
yay
of
tall.
Colossi. Crusher of Colossi.
Crusher of Colossi.
Works.
Stylish.
I'm just trying to come up with a name myself.
Yeah.
The original cream of Colossi. No salt added.
As you guys
Makes me
are
sound edible.
as you guys are sitting here and talking, you're going to see another person, another elven person, start approaching you. Most notably, his eyes are glowing, unlike any other elf you've seen before. As he approaches, he's wearing a fine red hat over his robes, and he's going to say, "You could excuse me for the interruption. I do believe I hear you're in some sort of crisis. One of presentation?"
I wouldn't call it a crisis. You trying to offer services?
He's going to nod and say, "Presentation is one thing that I do specialize in. I've seen the lot of you before. You were there the day they were thinking, or you were there yesterday morning when they were thinking about closing the arena fight. I noticed you talking to the champions. Yes?
And?
Goal is to unseat them? I do love myself an underdog story." Excuse my manners. Aletalis. He puts his hand forward.
I don't know who you're calling underdog. We have some champions under our belt.
Shake it. Seize. We are, I don't know if you'd call us underdogs. Colossi crushers all.
As you
And,
take his hand, sees, you can look, or rather, you're gonna see he's got a different gemstone on each finger. They are large and ostentatious. At which point, he's going to smile and say, "Oh, well, I do like the rye inside of each of you, soul, and tons of it. You're competing today, yes?"
We are.
He'll look towards Tayden and say, "And sponsored, I assume."
I hope so.
We are.
Tayden is going to nod, and he's going to say, well, simply wonderful."
I mean, if you're willing to pay us extra for fighting, I won't say no to it.
He's going to shake his head and say, "I care not for the fighting, but the story of it, the thrill, it's what pulls me back here every time."
I mean,
Well,
each one of
there are
us.
certainly plenty of stories to tell, and I'm sure you've seen none of it, or almost none of it, with the rest of the dealings we've had in this town. We have been busy.
He's going to nod and say, "Perhaps I could bring a little bit of organization to your organization."
How do you propose to do that?
Hey guys, what's an organization?
He is going to say, "Well, you all seem to be doing a fine and proper job of bringing yourselves together and getting yourselves to the arena, but you want somebody, or you want a grand announcement. Well, you can hire a herald. You want better weapons? You can hire a squire to carry them for you. I myself
get us
can connect
better
you with
weapons.
these people, and perhaps even grow a little bit larger than that. If you have a banner of sorts, a tabard, I
Wait a
can get
minute.
it produced
No, wait,
and
wait,
have
wait.
the crowds waving it for you."
Oh, well, not the crowds. We made a banner, though. What happened to that giant lizard skin thing? Didn't... Oh, wait, we gave that back. And Timbuktu, hierarchy or organization just means hierarchy and plans. So-and-so's in charge. So-and-so says we're going to do A, B, then C, not C, then B, then A, or whatever. And as for squires, I'm thinking you're not quite as familiar with some of our kind of situation where we have the weapons we have, and even if we had more of them, we're more than capable of carrying our own stuff.
He nods and says, "I simply wish to give you the opportunity to expand. You see, Gladiators create stories. Stories sell merchandise, but who creates the merchandise?"
The kids in China.
Kids creating... What is China? What's a China anyway?
I should create my own brew. I am fishing with the brewers supplies and kits and all that. Maybe I could sell my own type of brew.
Brute too.
Well, had I the time and resources, I would have made more equipment for us. But I need a smithy and considerable time to do it.
I think that this offer is wonderful, and I'm very interested. But we do have a match upcoming, and I don't think that this is our priority at the moment.
No.
Alatalis
but-
is going to nod, and he'll bow graciously and say, "I did not wish to distract you, only to offer aid."
If we do change our mind, where can we find you?
let's see. Where does he... He's gonna say, well, I sail the winds of the inner sea. You simply only need to contact somebody to send me a sending. Are any of you capable of such magic?
I'm not.
Tayden will raise her hand. He'll say, wonderful. Here. He digs into his bag and hands her a scroll and says, consider it a gift. Should you change your mind... Tayden is going to look at everybody and say, well, I'd like, he's walking away. She's going to say, I would like you to know, if you want merchandise, I happen to be quite handy at crafting dolls. I just either need some hair or leaves. And a couple hours to sit down.
I like the idea of the merchandise.
What would my brew?
Great idea.
Maybe I can make my own brew.
And if you need fur, I'm pretty sure I can come up with some hair.
Actually, I have an interesting idea. Hey, Brandon.
Yes.
I have an idea for C's to make his own little, like, tiny mechanical seizes. With, like, you know, something simple that they'll do, like a kung fu grip, you know, just moves the arm sort of thing, something like that. And keep it cheap, you know, so that somebody can drop, like, I don't know, a silver or a few coppers or something like that on it. Could he go get supplies to make something and then, like, sit down at a table and crank a few out, see what people think?
I would say yes, but there wouldn't be time now to make them. That is something you're capable of doing, but a workday happens in 8-hour intervals.
Okay, right.
And you don't have 8 hours before the arena match.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a great idea, though.
Maybe after today we can take, like, some sort of day off to do our own little crafty session.
Merchandise session. It's part of the
sure.
guild. Everybody has to make something to sell.
Extra
Paid in
bedazzling
blood,
and,
paid for by our merchandise.
Paid in blood is not just by swords and stuff. Sometimes it's needles to finger.
Blood, because it costs you an arm and a leg to buy our merchandise.
Actually looks at her fingers and arms and gets worried.
That's an expression, fortunately. I am not enthusiastic about the idea of unbolting an arm for anything. Pretty attached to him. So, by the way, Brandon, this guy that
Yes.
approached us, first off, what was his name again?
Alateus, or Alatalis, and I will put it in chat for you.
Okay.
Tell us.
And I'll put it in the Gladiators chat later for the recap, if it ever becomes relevant.
Bit of a question also, what's his total class levels?
Okay. Just watching him as he goes and mingles person to person.
Yeah.
You can tell, if he had any class levels in anything, he'd be some sort of merchant or bard.
Yeah, I was guessing Bard personally, but whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any more than 3 levels in a commoner class.
Okay.
Let's see. It does seem he does have a stand here he walks back to occasionally. If you watch him for some time, you can tell that's probably his business. Upon which they are selling different accessories, as far as like necklaces, rings, and things like that.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys stand out on the concourse leading into the amphitheater, if you're here long enough, the parade is going to start. Of all the people entered into the tournament. Each, one by one, heading into the each one by one heading into the arena. Finally, the last three people, you can see the arena champion. That I think XV spoke to her before.
Yep.
You can see the arena champion heading into the arena, followed by her two guildies. And she is going to pull apart from the rest of the procession, gesturing for guildies to follow. She's going to approach the guild and say, "Hail!
Dale?
Actually looks up at the sky.
I was looking forward to a challenging match among this lot, but I don't think we're going to find one today."
I think you don't know what you're looking at.
Well, you're entered into the exhibition matches. I saw yesterday what you did against those creatures.
Really? I
Adalith.
didn't see you doing any fighting for the city.
She's going to say, Adalith and I were on the north side of the city. I'm praising you. I'm having my guild drop out of the tournament today. They're going to fight in the exhibition matches against you. She looks at the rest of the procession and say, I can handle those guilds on my own. We'll see you in there.
Of course.
She offers a hand.
Shake
I
it.
didn't. I say out loud. I didn't know it was going to be a free Wednesday.
And
I'll take her hand.
at that, she'll chuckle and say, I look forward to what the lot of you can bring. I myself won't be fighting, but Adalith and Zonelry are both capable. And it's about time we've had a good challenge in these waters.
Well, there should be plenty of that today.
She'll nod, rejoining the latter, or rather the ending part of the procession into the arena.
Okay. More know your enemy total class levels for her.
Let's see. Let's pull this out over here. You are going to see, or you're going to feel like, ooh, she's up there. Probably 19.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's enough.
But you guys are not fighting the champion. You're fighting her guildies, is what she told you.
Right. Okay.
In other words, she thinks she's too good for us.
Well,
Yeah.
No, she doesn't fight in the tournament. If one of them don't fight in the tournament, they lose their spots as champions.
that is a very experienced gladiator.
Let me at her. I can beat her single-handedly.
I doubt you'd make it. Not to disparage you, but very experienced. It's going to be a while before you get there.
Are we ready to rumble?
I need a 10-minute warning.
Why?
Spells.
No,
Superhuman.
kind of. Aligning my crystalline soul with the earth.
Okay, as you guys can head into the arena and kind of go to the warm-up area that they have for the combatants. And the exhibition matches, who's ever fighting or on deck would have a waiting room you guys were able to prep in. That said, I will move us to the arena page. And I will explain the arena that we have for today. All right. As you guys watch, you can watch from the stands, or you can watch, from the waiting side areas. There would be underneath the stands. There'd be some barred windows where you could see into the arena. You can see that there is a bridge that goes, a high rise that goes across the middle of this arena. The high rise itself is elevated about 15 feet off of the floor, and there are ramps that head up to it. That is that long gray bar in the middle. It is basically a big long bridge in the middle, and most exhibition matches and people fighting, the fight takes place up there. There are different broken down structures in the arena, which are all of those gray walls. If anything has a black wall around it, that is indicating it is high. If anything has a light wall around it, that is indicating it's low. So if you see those two walls at the bottom, that would be partial cover. Whereas if you hide behind one of the ones with the black walls, those are total cover. Anything that is dark gray is 15 feet up, and anything that is light gray is only 5 feet up. You can climb up onto the light gray things and move up them. The anything that's dark gray, is going to take an action if you're not transitioning. Finally, as you watch some of the match happen, you can see people fighting in the center of the bridge. If they get knocked off of it, they don't fall to the ground. There seems to be a pit underneath it. The pit, however, there's a sewer system that leads back into the waiting area where you guys can climb out. There are also, rope ladders for people to get up out of there. It is not dangerous like a spike pit or something of just like, haha. But it is, every time somebody knocks off, the crowd's like, and, they fall down. That said, everything on the top part that is this light gray is the final thing. These are the stands where people are watching. You guys are coming from underneath the stands, and there is a walkway that overlooks, the rest of the city, and a small little gatehouse that opens up into the fighting grounds of the arena. The whole platform overlooks the rest of the city to the south. You can look at the rest of the city cascading down the hillside into the ocean. Unfortunately, there is no walkway or barrier that stops you from falling off if you choose to, fight near there. Very few contestants move past the bridge. All right.
Is
Do you guys
there
have
a
any
ramp
questions?
is there
Oh,
a
go ahead.
ramp on the same side of the bridge as us? Or I see
On
lighter
your
way
side,
ahead.
no. You guys have the there are 2 ramps that lead up it. Oh, there was one thing I missed. Uh, so you got all of these gray things are ramps that lead up to that main bridge. You guys have the 2 ramps that lead up there.
You're talking about this right here?
Yes, those are ramps.
Okay.
For if you see on the underside, those black lines, there are black pillars that hold up, or not black pillars. There are pillars that hold up the bridge. They are underneath it. You can walk underneath this bridge and fight underneath too. However, the pillars are at different sections, and they would block vision. So anybody trying to do like range attacks from like let's say here to here, that person would have 3/4 cover because those black bars are pillars. But if they did this, there'd be no cover. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do they extend up above the level of the bridge?
No, they just support underneath it.
Okay.
Which
also, the bridge is straddling a couple of squares. Can you put 3 people across on there or just 1?
You can put 3 people across. Anybody on the sides is rolling any check to stay on the bridge with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's walking the wire.
Yeah. Also, those pillars that support this bridge are crooked as hell. I'm looking at it, and my OCD is like, this ain't right, Chief.
Oh, you know what? Because I drew this. I drew all of this properly, but I did it in the wrong alignment. I did it from south to north rather than north to south. And so after I drew everything, I had to rotate it and then move it back onto the grid. That's why everything's like slightly off a little bit, but for the most part, it's good.
Otherwise, Brandon doesn't care about your OCD.
Since we're not in the arena yet,
We use a 5-foot grid for D&D, or rather for tactical purposes, but D&D's like trying our best to put these situations into mechanics we can understand, but they don't happen in 5-foot areas. It's just like sometimes you want to move in a curvy zigzag diagonal thingy thing. And so
strategically, since we're not in the arena yet, I'm gonna throw out the idea of having Big Spike be in the middle of the bridge and knock out as much damage as possible. Is Giant Scorpion gonna be too big for that bridge?
are you asking me, or are you discussing this with your team? Because you guys would have time to strategize beforehand. You don't step in and then immediately get put here. Like, I'm just saying, you're watching people fight, and, you're kind of seeing the layout, and there's, what's going on.
I only say that because I saw Fate Measure go out, and I wasn't sure who was here.
No, I was...
Does Giant occupy 10 space? 10 feet?
Giant creature is a 15 by 15, so it's going to... I'll draw a square of it, but it is going to be... If you look at what this green square looks like, a giant creature will be that big. Oh, well, it came out black even though I had... it came out gray even though I had a green outline selected. But do you see that black square I drew?
Too big. Yeah, I see it. That would be too big for the bridge.
Yeah, but I mean, you can summon it someplace else and push people off the bridge. If you guys want to discuss strategy, you can. I gotta go pee-pees in the potties real quick, and then I'm just listening, and, we can get started whenever you guys are.
I mean, I can quickly run around from behind. Like, I could be really, really fast. Like, when I mean really fast, I mean.
I would like to break Spike in a little bit. See if maybe he can hang out kind of towards the middle, and then if anything goes on the grid, he can go up that little ramp and go. Well, that ramp's too small too.
I mean,
like this map is gonna help Spike out unless I go on the northern end of it.
I'm also one thing that we can do is if I take the Scorpion and you go quickly behind, I could put it on someone's shoulder, then you could make it bigger.
Scorpion
That would
bomb.
be hilarious. It would have to be. I'd have to be within 30 feet. So if I went as fast as I could, I think you'd still get there pretty fast. Not much faster than me.
Well, I'm really fast. I can easily get to the other side of the arena within 6 seconds.
You are too fast.
Fast as fuck, boy. So that's not a strategy that you're willing to do with Scorpion?
In order to be 30 feet away, I would have to probably be somewhere around the 110 mark area. So that would be almost 2 turns of non-stop movement.
What if?
Which I could actually, that's not a terrible thing because I could cast Erupting Earth maybe and do that. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. That range is 120 feet, so I could do one movement and then Erupting Earth and then another movement and make Spike into a big fat scary and we could Scorpion bomb them. That is if they kind of stay in a similar area. They're probably moving towards us, so the second turn we could mess them up pretty good.
How high is this bridge again?
How high is the
About
bridge?
10.
It's 15 feet up. If you fall off of it, you take 1d6 of falling damage.
So you say. What if you push someone down with force? Like you push their chest down as they're falling and stuff. Can you make it do extra damage?
I've allowed transfer of momentum, but the way I've always done that before is you take half of your falling damage and the other person takes half of it.
Well, I'm saying, what if I don't even fall though?
So wait, you're gonna push them down with force. I'm just trying to grapple, I'm trying to get in my mind how that would be, of just what, you take them and you literally pick them up and throw them straight at the ground.
Yeah, like a judo throw.
Yeah. I wouldn't add any more falling damage than the d6.
Okay.
I was thinking, they're falling and then you jump down and shove them harder, and it's but you're falling too. Wait, okay. But my mind, I've got it pictured. But yeah, still a d6.
Okay.
Yeah, if somebody were to grab another character and then leap off the bridge, get them underneath, get the other character underneath, and then land on top of them. I could see that, maybe.
I feel like I'm too light for that to work.
Or some kind of coordinated action where you toss them off the bridge and then somebody else hits them with a weapon to propel them toward the ground even faster. It's kind of like spiking a volleyball.
What's a volleyball?
Okay, that was out of character.
Oh. I thought. Well, I'm trying to talk in character here. Come on,
sorry.
man.
Volleyball? You don't know what a volleyball is? Sorry, it's a game. It's a game that was played in. What is it? It's not Red Axe. Anyways, it's one of these coastal villages. It never really took off, but the short version is you're trying to knock a ball over a pretty tall net. And he holds his hand up pretty high, and you try to knock it onto the ground in the other team's area, and the other team tries to knock it back up. And you can't grab the ball. You can smack the ball, but you can't grip it. And so it ends up kind of like gun volleys back and forth, or catapult volleys.
I feel like
A
magic.
whole bunch of them will fire all at once, and it makes a bunch of noise. And then there's kind of a reload period when the ball is on the other side of the net. But one of the big tricks is you send the ball up from one player, and they just bat it up in the air kind of slowly, and then another player on the same team jumps up and slams the ball down with their fist onto the other team's side.
Yeah, so let's just do that with enemies.
Yeah, it's a teamwork, and they call it spiking or a set. So there's like the set, which is you toss them up in the air, and then the spike is somebody else slams them down to the ground.
Wait, so you're going to toss me
with
in
the
the
big
air to
hammer.
slam on the enemies?
No. You're going to toss an enemy, and then I slam them down. Or
Do-
one of the rest of us.
You see how small I am.
Well, yeah. That's why they won't expect it.
I mean, I can propel myself off you to jump higher, probably.
Yeah. But, we're not trying to spike you, because you get hurt more, and that's not going to do any good. Unless we're, maybe flinging you downwards at an enemy that's standing on the ground, and you land on top of them. It's very situational, though. It sounds tricky.
We smack them as hard as we can and that be.
What was that?
Or we just smack them as hard as we can, and that be the end of it.
Well, yeah, but there's no showmanship to that.
We have to make it look flashy.
All right.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm assuming the announcer says something at this point as we're just talking.
Yeah, you guys would be called to enter the gatehouse. As you are... Go ahead.
Did I get time to use the Earthright craft?
Yeah, you had...
Okay.
You probably had about 40 to 50 minutes of waiting before...
Okay. Well, towards the end of the waiting, then he'll do it.
Okay.
It doesn't take that long.
Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it doesn't take that long.
Yeah, it's not 30 minutes or anything like that.
All right. As you guys approach the gatehouse, you are going to hear the announcer call out and say, "All right, we have a very surprise entry for the end of our exhibition matches today. Seems our arena champions have pulled out of the tournament. At least 2 of them. You know them. You love them. The shadows heed their call. The Umbra Dancers!" The crowd begins to cheer wildly.
Reed just starts kind of laughing.
And he's
That's a
going...
stupid name.
He's then going to call out and say, "And the opponent they've selected to fight, been a new guild that's arrived on our shores. Fortunately, aiding Nazram yesterday, and that nasty business, the Ball of Fury, the Drunken Combatant, the Man of Metal himself, the Crusher of Colossi, paid in blood." The crowd, let's see, actually, let's roll a history check for the crowd. You know what? You guys get more applause here than you've gotten in any other arena. It's not like the wild rambunctiousness of, going crazy for the champions, but it's just like, I know these guys!
We're alive because of them!
Alright, the gatehouse opens. Everybody is able to enter it. Standing on the other side of the arena, you guys can barely make out around the bridge and from between the pillars, the two guild members of Tenerais. That said, they are going to begin walking forward. I don't have an icon for the announcer, but it's worth stating that the announcer is addressing the crowd on this platform right here, and he is talking to them immediately. And he is a male Eladrin. You can assume he is the person that Tayden referred to as Sonali. Alright. Stepping forward onto the bridge and across from you. The announcer is going to look back, his voice booming with thaumaturgy, and he is going to call over and say, since your guild leader is entered into the tournament, which one of you are going to be... which one of you are since your guild leader is going to be entered into the tournament, which of you will be picking your duels? Zonilary will raise his hand. He is a Shadowkin with long white hair and wearing the black robes of presumably his guild's uniform. That said, he'll step forward, and the announcer will look to Paid in Blood and say, which of you will be selecting your duels?
Cease raises his hand.
All right. He is going to nod and say, well, as the reigning champions of the arena, the Umbra Dancers have the right to select the duel they wish to challenge you to. Zon will raise his hand and nod his head towards you. And the announcer is going to say, he's yielded first choice to Paid in Blood.
You want to do all the different duels?
I'm just looking at the document right now.
I just want to do typical fight to submission.
Mm-hmm. It's worth saying, if you look at them, Zonilary, what is he wearing and wielding? He has a spear on his back, while the other one, Adalith, she is covered in chains, on her waist and back, she has several. They all look to be spiked, and probably used as a weapon rather than to tie people up.
Turn around to the others. What are you thinking?
I already said my piece. I want submission. Fight to submission.
Okay, I'm actually not seeing that on the list.
Forget the list. I don't care about the list. I want to fight these guys.
That would be something similar to. That would be something similar to First to Draw Blood. Or a chain duel would also be. The chain duel would traditionally be the one that's a fight to submission. If you tie each other up together and you beat each other senseless until somebody falls over or yields.
Yeah. Chain me up against one of them. I'll win. Guarantee. Hands down.
How about this? Double chain duel. There's two of them, so I'll take one, you can take the other one.
Yeah.
Alright. Tell the announcer that.
A double chain duel? That's not one of our. It's in the handbook. It's
a chain duel, just two of them at once.
Zonilry is
Unless
going
you want to use a
to
square chain, or a
chuckle,
cross chain.
stepping forward and say, "We accept."
Oh, good.
But he's going to look at you with a tilted head and say, "I honored you in giving you the choice of a duel selection, but it's always fair that once you pick the duel, we pick the duelists." And in that, he's going to look and say, "I will keep with honor's course." He's going to point at Tumbutu, and he's going to point at C's and say, "If you're eager, step forward."
Thank God he didn't say that, baby.
XV and Brewbark.
See, Brewbark I think would have done fine. Regis probably would have done fine. XV would have been in trouble.
Very much so.
He picks up XV and throws her. Good duel.
No, because then you just swing around on the chain.
Alright. So this is going to be interesting. I guess we'll have two chain duels at different parts.
The other option is if you want to say there's two chains like in a cross formation.
Do that.
I don't know how you want to rule that. It's going to get crazy in a hurry.
Yeah, that's going to be because you guys can tie each other up. Zonilry will step forward, and whoever wants to chain himself to Zonilry can, and the other one will step back. And
Okay.
I'll take the one with the spear.
okay, so I will move you guys around as these get. There we go. If XV steps off the platform, you guys don't have to duel over the water.
Okay. I was thinking we might want to just get down on the ground anyways, but
All right.
More
Let's
entertaining
see.
up there for the fans.
So the chains between you guys are going to separate you to be 5 feet or 10 feet apart. This is the maximum amount of distance you can ever be away from each other.
okay.
At any point, if you cut or break the chain, you will be disqualified. That said, it is time to get into the match. The announcer is going to say, all right, with their lengths fastened, let's get into it. The crowd is going to begin cheering. If you go ahead and select your character, you can roll that initiative.
Come on,
How
please.
fast is this going to be?
That is a heck of an initiative.
That's all versus me.
And Zonilri is going to be... That is not either of their tokens, but that's fine. Alright. Let's sort all of this in descending order. Alright. As the announcer throws his hand down, both Zonilri and Adalith are going to fall into defensive stances. They are ready to go. Timbuktu, you have 1 initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna try stepping back 1 to pull him forward.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just redoing their names.
Yeah.
So that is properly displayed. Okay, you are going to try and pull him backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, moving backwards, you're going to move at half your movement speed. He'll move forward a little bit, not really resisting the pull of the chain.
Oh, I was gonna like step back and then move forward at him and swing my weapon. Kind of try to make him lose balance.
All right, he seems adept at this. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll. That is going to miss. You do have more attacks, I believe. You have...
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll it.
Okay, go for it. You don't re-roll it, you give yourself advantage. So it's going to be the 27. The 27 hits as you faint with 1 fist. The other fist or the other Euclid is going to hit, dealing 13 points of damage. Let me grab a sheet of paper and keep up with their HP.
That was max damage right there.
All right. You have your bonus action.
Yes. As a bonus action, I will Fury of Blow.
Okay, give me 2 more attack rolls.
And this is with my fist. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, right.
All right, that is going to miss and miss. At which point, he is going to nod to you, and it's not his turn. Let me add them back to the initiative order and where they should be. There we go. That has their names on it.
And because I use Fury of Blows, I will use my my free disengage to move back.
Okay. You get to the 10 feet of length that the rope or that the chain provides, and you feel it taut on your waist.
Now I'm a coming.
This guy was 14. There we go. All right. So Timbuktu and Zonilri break out into blows. C's on the other side of you. Before you can put any attention on them, Adalith is going to break from her stance, and well, actually, she doesn't need to. She's gonna break from her stance, and she's going to step forward. Taking a length of chain from her waist, wrapping it around her hand, and whirling it towards you. She makes 3... she does not have advantage on these. Let me make that not that. Because that would be terrifying. Advantage toggle, whisper toggle, and don't auto roll. There we go. Alright, and whew, she starts attacking like Tumbutu as this chain is going to whirl around you, just scratching off of your metal. I'm going to go ahead and just assume none of those hit. And
Nope, they don't.
we will move forward. It's on Riley's turn. Let's see. Zonrilli will move back 2 squares, pulling Tumbutu. Tumbutu, do you try and resist?
Yes, I will.
Alright, roll me a contested athletics check. Alright, he is going to drag you back 2 squares as he moves back. He is then going to cast Bane on targeting you and C's. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. Both. Or must make charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw. Alright, you guys are both affected by Bane, at which point he charges forward with his spear and thrust it towards Tumbutu. Let's see. We'll go with that, and I have him also auto rolling with advantage. He does not have advantage. And let me put both of those on toggle. The 27 is going to hit. And the 21 does hit also. He's going to deal 5 points of damage as the spear thrusts through. But Tumbutu, as it does, you feel your own shadow kind of form spikes at your feet, and it feels like you're walking on needles as you take 32 points of necrotic damage. And then a second time, too, for a total of 9 plus 5 is 14, is 44, 72 points of necrotic damage.
I just got 1 shot.
All right, Tumbutu is down. Zonilary is going to raise his spear. The last hit was like, rather than thrusting for anything vital, he'd probably like take the backside and bash you with it, and he'll raise his spear as he has won his side of the duel. He waits to watch Z's. You are unconscious. You're not rolling death saving throws. It is Z's turn. Adalith has missed you and missed you. She is keeping you at a distance with this chain. She does have reach.
Okay. Duly noted. Yeah, let's do that. All right. 2 can play at that game. Drop the Warhammer and shield, pull out the ball and chain.
Okay.
And we will start with a pushing attack.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. I don't actually have to burn it till it lands. I assume that doesn't.
It does not.
For fuck's sake.
Does not either.
All right. Flurry of misses. Yay, good times. Moving on.
All right. Zonrilli is going to continue to watch. Adalith is going to move. Adalith is not going to move at all. Gosh. Well, you dropped the shield.
Yeah.
She's going to take the length of chain, and she is going to wrap it around herself and bend low as she begins to twirl. The chain threatens to trip you. Give me a dexterity acrobatics check against her trip attempt. And she's got to roll a contested check too. Just barely. You are dancing with her, and then one length of the chain snags around your ankle, and the rest wraps before you feel your feet slip. She's going to... You fall prone, and she is going to attack you twice with her 2 remaining attacks. The 24 and the 25 against your AC.
Yeah, they both hit.
Alright, let's see. She's going... as she attacks you, the chain is going to wrap around you. You take 10 points of piercing damage on the first one, and give me a dexterity saving throw against being against the other effects of her chain. You are going to succeed. The second chain slams down into the ground. Wait, no, I already rolled the attack. The second one slams down to the ground. It does hit you. You take 13 points of piercing damage, and give me a second dexterity saving throw. That one, you are going to be grappled. Well, is there... The target is grappled. The target is restrained, yes. You are grappled by her length of chains until you escape it. That is her turn. It is your turn. You can still make attacks. You can just, for all intents and purposes, like, consider a length of this chain either like around your neck or arm or shoulder, and it's just making it very hard. Standing up takes half your movement, but you are grappled, so you do have to get out of the grapple before you are able to stand.
All right.
You
so
can
first
attack
off,
from the ground.
Okay, so first off, the damage is halved.
Okay.
So 23 turns to round down 11.
Yes, you round down. But you would round down for... You do each one individual, so it'd be 5, and then it would be 6, so yes, 11 still.
Yeah, same thing in this case. All right, so let's see about breaking that grapple. I can use athletics, right?
Yes, you can. So there's 2 different things going on here. You are tied with chain for the chain duel. That is what tripped you. The chain duel is special. Any check you make with that chain against her, she has to contest with the same stat as you choose.
Okay.
She is grappling you with her chain. Her chain is different. Her chain, it's a DC 14 dexterity, or it's a DC 14 attempt to escape. You can use anything that is feasible to try and get to that 14. So you can try and just pull it free with strength. You can try and wiggle out of it with dexterity. You can try and untie it with intelligence, etc., etc. But yes,
okay.
That 10 is not going to break you out.
Okay. In that case, can I roll forward a square?
You cannot. You are grappled. Your movement is 0 right now.
All right.
You have your bonus action and your action surge if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I want to get out of this bullshit, so let's action surge. And hopefully my rolls don't suck forever.
14, you are able to break her chains free. You have your movement.
Okay, step forward.
Okay. You can stand up and step forward if you want to.
Yeah, stand up and step forward.
Alrighty. That is your turn. On her turn. Well, she doesn't want you there. She's she'll shove you, making a contested shove attempt.
Okay, what do I resist with?
I am thinking of a way for her to shove you with dexterity, but I can't really think of one. So give me
Simple physics.
Yeah, give me a strength versus athletics check. Yeah, you are going to stand her ground, and she's not going to waste any more time. She does not have advantage. It's going to be a 21 versus your AC.
That one will hit.
All right. And give me that dexterity saving throw again.
Oh, god damn it. Ah.
Well, the good
Oh,
thing...
wait. Hold on. The first swing. Riposte.
Okay.
Are you goddamn kidding me? Never mind.
This is me last night. When I was playing with the scholars, I swear to God, I had like 2 nat 1s in a row, and then followed by 3 rolls of 2s. Oh, I feel your pain, Jeff. Unfortunately, she's or it is your turn. That is, she is going to. She's gonna grapple you again with the second hit. So you take 6 points of damage, and you are again grappled. Which you are restrained. You can still attack. Your attacks just have disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that though. Break out first.
Okay, and it is taking your action to break out of these.
Okay.
You are able to break out.
Can I do anything with the chain on bonus actions or anything like that?
Let's see. There is something you can do. So for the chain duel, if you have a free hand, contested attempts can be made as a bonus action. Normally they take one of your attacks if you take the attack action. If you have a free hand, which you did drop your shield, so you do have a free hand if you want to do anything with it. You can make a contested grapple, trip, shove, or flanking attempt. Whatever skill you use, she has to contest with the same skill.
Okay. Actually, I have a more hilarious idea. He's going to jump off the side. Like that. And drag her down with him.
Okay. Well, wait, you can't. No, you're not grappled. You have your movement back.
Yeah. I got my movement back. So, unless she wants to try to resist whatever 600 pounds or something he is falling 15 feet, have fun with that.
Yeah, I think she'll jump off. Like, she'll stop for a moment, just like holding the chain. Of like, wait. And then she'll jump off with you. You guys both take a d6 of falling damage.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a move action right now, so she just gets dragged.
Yeah.
There's no grace there. This is good old-fashioned physics.
Which
one's for me?
First one's for you, second one's for her.
Okay.
You guys each take a d6 of falling damage as she is pulled with you.
Can I athletics or something to land on my feet? Or do I need to?
Yeah, it's only 15 feet down. You can land on your feet. I'm not going to make you like blunder or anything. It's most of it's just shock to your knees. Like if you ever like jumped off a tree or something like that.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Well, me and the Earth being friends right now, it's only 1 hit point.
All right. And that is you still have your bonus action. That was just your movement.
Okay, then I guess on the way down, whip the chain to. Let's go for a. Actually, as she's falling down, I'm gonna do a shove using athletics, and I'm shoving her towards the water.
Okay. All right, you guys are linked by the same chain.
I'm pretty sure I can stand when she falls into the water. So.
All right, so it's going to be a contested strength check. And let's do this. Where is her sheet? She does not have advantage on that. I just keep forgetting to click it off. 13.
Nope.
So she is falling here. You can move her 5 feet in a square of your choice from this position, because this is where your shove attempt would happen. So if you push her to your square, she can't end her turn, and she would land there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So if you do your shove attempt, which would be kind of like yanking the chain and just pulling her to you, she's going to topple onto you, and you just kind of throw her aside, and she is going to land there. With that, you should stop that. She's going to go for her same attempt. She's going to do a trip attempt on C's again. Using the chain, you have to contest it with your dexterity. At which point the chains trip you up, and she is going to hit you twice. She does have advantage on this, so I'm going to roll this, but only take the first. So 17 and a 12. 17 versus your AC, and 11 versus your AC. Is going to miss, and she will take a attack of opportunity, moving the full 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Am I at disadvantage for the attack?
Yes, yes, you are, because you're prone. I have to remember all of the conditions affecting you. 14 is going to miss her. She just barely moves out of the way.
Okay.
All right, it is your turn. You have your movement.
Okay. Jump up.
Okay, you've got 15 feet of movement left.
Okay, move to there. And attacking. Oh, I'm not at disadvantage anymore. Hold on.
Yes, you are not.
So, 23.
23 is going to hit, and 24 hits.
Oh, the 24 was from the opportunity attack.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was at
was the
disadvantage.
disadvantage
Yeah,
opportunity
14 missed,
attack.
23 hits. Yes.
Right.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so I will use pushing attack on that one. They have to make a strength saving throw. Which I think an 18 is plenty.
Yeah, she is going to pass that. So she took 4 points of falling damage, and
Oops, no, sorry, ignore that one.
Okay.
Damn it. I forget this system is different. Sorry, I was using a different system the other day. Alright, so that one is an 11 bludgeoning plus...
Alright, she's taking 15 points of damage.
Okay, plus 8 from the pushing attack.
Okay, that's going to be a total of 23 that she's taken that you're aware of.
Okay. And the pushing attack, she made it. Never mind. So that doesn't do anything. So this 18, does that hit? If I just go ahead and take that one.
18 does hit.
Okay. Damage for that's another 5.
All right,
and
28.
We'll throw a disarm in with that.
All
That's
right.
another strength save.
She is using a length of chain around her hand.
Okay.
But she does have another one on her back. But she will roll that disarm attempt.
I think 17 is probably enough to do it.
Okay. Keeping hold of her weapon. And how much more damage was that? Roll me one more d8 for that disarming attempt.
Yep.
Woo! Oh, I will let this land. Zonilry is watching this fight. You are still affected by his bane. But I will have you rolling banes later on things.
Okay.
That was my bad for forgetting that. Oh, that said, she's taken 32 points of damage that you are aware of. She is not bloodied yet.
Okay.
That said, it is her turn. And this is turning out... The problem is, when you're standing up, she can't hit you.
Uh-huh.
So kindly
Suck it up,
stop
Buttercup.
doing that. So we'll go with another trip attempt. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can contest it with your dexterity, and then she makes 2 more spike chain attacks at you.
For
I'm gonna
crying
make
out loud.
I'm gonna make 2 more rolls, and each roll is gonna coincide with the 2 attacks to for the advantage. So that's going to be an 18 versus your AC and a 25 versus your AC.
18 hit misses, the 25 hits.
All right, and 1 more dexterity save against staying down. All right. You are not grappled, as you are kind of getting a weave for how her attacks work. That said, you are tripped, and I think she doesn't want to be here.
She can try to get away.
She's going to move there, keeping... Oh, wait, she takes an attack of opportunity. She moves there, though. You don't have disadvantage on it. 25 hits.
Oh, okay. In that case, she will take some damages.
Oh, wait, you're prone, aren't you?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting this. Let me make sure real quick. The attack rolls... Prone, a creature's movement... the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Yes, I'm sorry, you do have disadvantage. Alright, so that does not hit. That's my bad on that. I forgot she knocked you prone. But yeah, she moves there. It's your turn.
Okay. Get up. Close in.
Okay.
And back to smashing. That ought to hit something.
That does hit. Regardless of the Bane.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, hang on. We're going to go for a trip on that one. Make another strength check.
Okay.
About goddamn time.
She is going to fall prone. And then the D8 after that.
Yep. So she takes the 6, she takes the 3. And I have advantage on my next one. I presume 23 will still hit.
23, yes. 23 hits.
Okay.
Your last attack did bloody her, by the way.
Okay.
And is that just a regular attack?
Yep.
Alright, she's taken 47 points of damage that you are aware of. Alright. She is going to continue to not like this. Standing up, that will be 15 points of her movement speed, and she'll make 2 attempts with the spike chain, the second one landing.
Yep.
And give me a dexterity saving throw against her effect. You are going to succeed, and she is not going to apply any of the others to you. She still has her last attack. She will move here, and she will attack you one more time. 16 versus your AC is going to miss.
Misses.
It is your turn. Or, you know what? Actually, she'll use the last bit of her movement to get there.
Okay. Move to here. Bonus action shove. Actually, no. We're going to do the smacking first. I presume a 10 will miss.
A 10 will miss.
But a 20 probably doesn't.
20. Roll me a d4 for your bane.
Crap. The 16 hit.
Let's. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That's my bad. Yes. 16 hits.
Okay.
Just barely. But yes. 16 hits.
Okay. Take another 13 bludgeoning. And let's use the bonus action push.
All right.
Brace himself for when she hits the end of that chain.
You're going to pull on the length of chain, yanking and whipping it forward. She can't not be slung by that by that roll. She is very bloodied, by the way, at 60 points of damage. You can push her 5 feet in a direction of your choice.
Okay. I can't move her. Push her 1 square south into the. Actually.
Here or here?
Yeah, let's go for there. And I had quite a bit of move left, so I'm going to actually come to right here on the ramp, and he'll like plant his foot on the ramp, so he's got a little extra to brace against.
Okay. Give me a. Well, I guess I'll roll her a. She'll use her reaction to grab the edge, and depending on that, she is going to miss the edge as she is slung into the pool. Give me a strength saving throw to hold this elf over this bay. Alright, I have to think of what the DC would be for this.
So,
and I don't
here's
think
the thing.
I don't think it would be difficult, but the thing that's really gonna hurt for this is roll me a d4 for Bane.
So let me put a few things forth. He outweighs her probably by 4 times or something like that, and he was totally ready for it and had something to brace on.
Yeah, I would say this is easy. But
So
at a 9.
Well, I was thinking it should actually work off of the athletics check, because that was all the same maneuver, and he knew it was coming. He was totally planning on it. If you want me to bang the athletics check, sure, but
I will give
Or
you
you should have
advantage on this
advantage on
roll.
this.
I'll give you advantage on this roll. I think that's the fairest way to do it. I'm
Okay.
keeping that Bane roll though of the
fair
2.
enough.
And at an 18, yeah, I will say you are able to brace this. Like, I was just like, this probably wouldn't be difficult, but like that's probably, stumbling around of just like, oh wait.
Yeah, that was kind of
but-
a shit roll, the first one.
Yeah, at an 18, you are actually going to be able to suspend her there. At which point, I'm going to, for all intents and purposes,
Yield! He shouts into the abyss there.
Yeah, she'll look up, rappelling off the wall, and she'll take her chain out and attack you 3 times. No, I'm kidding. At which point she'll signal, or rather she'll yell up, "I yield!" And that is going to tie this duel. Climbing out of the pit, her and Zanrilli are going to convene You see them hand each other potions as the announcer says, "What a stunning display! Paid in blood, answering in tow for an early knockout from Zonrilli. Can this upstart Adalith make it without her guild leader? Tune in next episode and we'll find out." Yeah, and we will handle the next two rounds of the match next episode.
I was not expecting a one shot.
Well,
Yeah.
it's 2-on-5. The guy's got to have something.
Holy crap, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, but for like 30 damage per hit. There's
Yeah. They don't have a lot of HP, but boy, do they throw down for the tiny windows they have.
Yeah, that whole grapple spike chain thing, I'd originally conceived of Seize with a spike chain. I had no idea that variant existed.
That is a cultural thing. It is her people's way of fighting with this weapon. The weapon spike chain exists, but it's her stat block that actually lets her do all the additional things with it.
I probably should have fought the chain bitch.
Wait, say that again?
I probably should have fought the chain. Like,
Yeah.
how dexterity throws you were fucking rolling?
Yeah, that's one of the fun. At first I was just like, oh man, if I have the chain fighter fight a chain duel against them, that would be so fun. But that probably wouldn't be fair, and I'm gonna let them choose. Was like my thought at first. Was like I don't want to put the best person in their best situation, but also
That's totally appropriate for the characters. I would
yeah.
say.
Well, they're not here. They're not here to just pub stump you guys. They're here for a good competition. Like they fight in this arena weekly, so.
Yeah.
When new faces are on the shore, it's just like, I get tired of kicking these other guys' butts. I want to kick
Right.
their butts. But yeah, we'll do combat experience at the end of all of this, but we will do milestone experience, and I'm going to put you guys at a milestone. You have entered the arena for Geokyphros. And I think I leveled you guys up last session, so this is going to be your first milestone of this time. Additionally, I'm gonna give Tumbutu and C's inspiration for tonight. Of just like, we don't have to fight all the time. We do. We are gladiators, good sir. But also, yeah, maybe you guys should make time for merchandising.
I don't know. I feel like merchandising. Well,
I
guess that would
told
be
you
fun.
guys
But-
originally I was going to keep offering you better and better sponsors, but you guys seem really happy with Tayden, so I'm trying to expand those options in more ways around you guys. So, rather than a sponsor, guys, get a guy who will help you with merchandising and keep Tayden, and maybe there'll be an opportunity for a Herald or someone like that in the future.
So, two things about that. One, the other guy seemed like he had some sponsory potential, but I think it would make it more, like, for character reasons, it seems like it would be more appropriate if Tayden was like, I would kind of like to get out of this job, and for her to actually have the conversation with the guy to say, like, this is what's going on, I kind of want out of this gig, like, I'd like to move on and do other things or whatever.
but Tayden likes us.
Nah, I'm sure she does. She'd probably appreciate this greatly, but
Yeah, she also needs to make 10k gold off of you guys, so she's not out of the
Wow.
game yet.
right. So maybe once she makes her 10k, then it's more character appropriate to start looking for other sponsors and stuff like that. I gotta say that Spike Chain Gal was quite the challenge, and if I had to quit rolling garbage before I could do anything. Otherwise, I was looking at it like, man, if I keep rolling like this, he's just gonna take like 15 rounds to finally go down or something.
I'm going to end the broadcast right there, and our next session is going to be on February 7th. If we can't make it, let me know. And
Okay.
of course, my offer still stands before. I think you guys are good with 5, but if you want me to find you guys wait, are you at 4? Yeah, you're at 4 now.
5.
Oh, 5,
One,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. 5.
If you guys want me to find you somebody to replace your other players, just let me know and I will.
I think that's a good.